What is up, Marvel Universe community? It's AshRock back with another review. This is on a Marvel Universe custom Apocalypse. It was made by, I bought it on eBay from a dude named Apathy Inc. I kind of asked him for permission to review this figure, and he obliged. He was totally down for it, and he did a phenomenal job with this character, guys. This is the Apocalypse that we all kind of grew up to as kids, with the cartoon and the comic books and stuff like that. So this is the one we're more accustomed to than this one here, which is more the Messiah War, with the whole what you call Baby Hope, everybody trying to get that ass Baby Hope series. But phenomenal work. So we're going to start off obviously with the paint apps. Right off the bat, he is a solid blue. It's kind of like that purplish blue, I guess. He's got the black down here, but for the most part he is a solid blue. He kept the boots a different shade. It is the metallic. He also painted the hands. As you can see with this figure, you got the hands that are silver metallic, but he painted them blue here. He stripped away the shoulder pads, so you got different shoulder pads here, as opposed to these floppy things here. You got these solid pieces for this one. Also, the collar is a little different as well, with the solid blue and then little tips of silver, 4 different parts, right there. But and then the head sculpt. I don't know how well you can see it, but with this one you got a darker, there we go. With this one you got a darker or a lighter gray for the head. And this one you got more of a darker scheme with the head. And then he also made sure the blue on top of the head matched all this other blue here. So for paint apps, for this dude, I gave him a complete 5 out of 5. He did a really good job from front to back. Very consistent with his colors as well. He didn't just just slap on some paint, but he kept it true throughout the scheme of things. So really well done. Now let's get to articulation. A little better articulation than the other one, just because he doesn't have the shoulder pads here. The head is pretty much the same articulation because you got the same collar, but because of not only the shoulder pads missing, but also the amount of wires. I mean, with this one here, as you can see, he's got a ton of wires coming through his neck, to his shoulders, from his shoulders to his forearms. So he's got stuff all over the place. Whereas this guy is the old school one who had just basic, tubes that came from his upper, or right by the tricep to his back. So just 2 tubes that he obviously glued on. Gives you a little better articulation. In and out, bicep, all the standard stuff. Wrist rotates, double jointed knees, upper thigh. He does not go all the way around though, however, with the torso, just because of the wires being connected there. He does go slightly up and down, and then the ankle, he's got that pivot. It's like a ball joint ankle, which is really cool with these figures. I like the way they did that. So for articulation, I give him a complete, again, a 5 out of 5, man. This guy did a really good job, kind of bettering a figure, with the exception, obviously, of the rotation. You can't rotate him all the way around, but then again, why would you want to? Doesn't really make sense, but you can rotate him in a, in a way where he can face his enemies or have him in really cool poses. Now, to continue on, like I said, I have a lot of customs. I buy a lot of customs. I don't make customs myself just because I'm not good at anything like that. But as a collector, I do again appreciate what you people out there can do and what you're capable of doing. Taking figures that suck and making them better, or taking figures that are good and making them great, or just bettering them. I mean, with this figure here, you already got an awesome figure, right? I mean, no doubt about it. Just a classic figure. This thing is phenomenal. It's got to be in everybody's collection. However, what he did with this guy blew my mind away. okay? And you're like, well, we just talked about everything. I haven't talked about everything. Check this out. So these wrists, or these hands actually, are not, they're not connected like you would think they are. They pop right off. Reason being, magnets. He's got a magnet uh, on the end of the arm here, and on this one as well. So you're like, well, what does that mean, right? Well, what my man did, what this guy did, was sick. Look at that. Tell me that is not phenomenal. And again, it goes back to the paint schemes being consistent throughout, including these weapons. I mean, if you guys know Apocalypse, he's pretty much capable of doing anything, turning his hands into anything, his arms into anything. He can grow in size and stuff like that. And he pretty much with the figure, came with all these attachments that are connected via magnet. So you got this solid drill with the silver metallic look. And just to tell you how kick-ass job he did, he even stayed true to the tubings. I mean, you still have the tubes for all the weapons that I'm going to review throughout. So it just kind of it just looks like it's part of them. I mean, if I didn't tell you guys that was a magnet holding it in place, you really wouldn't know. So awesome job with that one. You also have this one here. It's kind of like a shooter thing with claws. Man, I'm almost speechless. That's how kick-ass this guy did. I mean, this guy fucking, he rocked it, dude. It's got these little claws at the end at each tip, and then you can tell that's where he's going to be blasting from. The detail that went into that is just so damn sick. And then he's got this big-ass shield. If you guys remember the cartoon, when someone would start blasting at him, he'd put up this weird-looking shield, and he managed to do that with this. I'm not sure where he got this part from. It might have been I'm not sure. I really don't know where he would have got this from, but again, painted it all the same colors to stay consistent for the character. The only thing about this shield is it is a little heavy, so you can't really kind of pose it up like that. You kind of have to have them in a let me see here. I had him in a pretty cool pose earlier. So you got to kind of have them in a like bent over kind of pose, like on one knee, or see how sick that looks. So I mean, that is phenomenal, man. Really good job. And then the last weapon he's got is this this little jigsaw kind of thing, this little chainsaw thingy-majiggy, which also has another claw right here, which is movable, and you know, again, all connected by magnets. Just, dude, you did a phenomenal job with this. Big ups to you again. You guys, if he has work, I will definitely post it up in the near future. Anything he's trying to sell, I will be glad to help you sell it, man. Did a sick job. So that is my review on this custom Marvel Universe Apocalypse. If you guys have questions, I will be glad to answer them. And please leave me some comments, some thumbs up, and as always, subscribe. I got many more to come, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.